This weekend is Pessah, a holiday where we beat each other with vegetables, get really constipated, and put little pieces of matzah in our wallets for good fortune. It's been a year since my video about finding a more deadly weapon to hit my brother with than mere green onions, but this year I'm wondering how else these little vegetables might be related to the story of Pessah. It all starts with Ashkelon, a mercantile city on the Mediterranean coast, whose name comes from the root Shin Kuf Lamed, meaning to weigh. Ashkelon had lots of weights because it was full of merchants doing business. Makes sense. Shin Kuf Lamed. In Aramaic, Shin Kuf Lamed is the root for the word to buy. So for example, he bought it is shkile. In the Aramaic Pesach song Chad Gadya, they use z-b-n for to buy, which in Neo-Aramaic actually means to sell. This root, Shin Kuf Lamed, is more famously known in the Hebrew word shekel, Shin Kuf Lamed, because like with the British pound, it's not uncommon to call currencies after weights. I wish I could say that Shin Kuf Lamed is the root of the word Shaquille O'Neal, because at 325 pounds he sure is heavy, but unfortunately, it's not. Shin Kuf Lamed is the same root as the Arabic thql, heavy. Heavy in Arabic is thaqil. Unfortunately, not the origin of the Nahuatl word tequila. And there's a famous unit of measurement, mithqal, unfortunately not the origin of the Nahuatl word mezcal. Damn, I wish the classic kosher for Passover liquors, tequila and mezcal, were so called because they make you feel weighted down, but no dice. Anyway, in Persian, there is no th sound, and so we pronounce this as an S. For heavy, we say sangin, which means rock-like, but we also use the Arabic sagil. The unit of measurement goes from mithqal to mesqal. So when Persians want to express that there's a very small amount of something, they refer to it as a chos mesqal, a small fart amount. رفتیم رستوران یه چوس مسقال خوراکی هم ندادن. What am I getting at here? Apparently the ancient Greeks, who did a lot of trade with the Israelites, were receiving lots of their vegetables from the mercantile city of Ashkelon. Particularly, this was where they would get these really nice young green onions from. And so they called them Ashkelon onions. Since the Greeks lack an SH sound, a sh, they called them allium, onion, Ascalonian or Ascalonicum from Ashkelon, which eventually morphed into the word scallion. We're talking about the roots of words, but we should be talking about the bulbs of words. So this week at the Seder, when we're saying the final line, next year in Jerusalem, we should remember that even though we may not have Jerusalem with us, we at least have Ashkelon with us. Because on that same night, we sing Chad Gadya, Shin Kuf Lamed, beat each other with scallions, Shin Kuf Lamed, and put afikomen money in our pockets. Shin Kuf Lamed. Also, all that matzah-related constipation sure makes me feel heavier than Shaquille O'Neal. Shin Kuf Lamed.